Hey, this is Eric with Eric's Barbecue and More, and today we're going to be doing a prime rib on the Old Country Pecos. That's right, prime rib is something I've never done before, so this will be a first time smoke for me. Let's see how it goes. This is a prime rib that has been dry brining for the last 48 hours in my refrigerator. It's got a nice red color to it. And let's get some pepper on this thing and get it in the smoker. All right, so how we're gonna prepare this one is we are going to rub this down with some extra virgin olive oil. And then we are going to put pepper and some garlic powder. And then we got some restaurant ground pepper. I'm gonna put it on there pretty heavy. And just a little garlic powder. Not garlic salt. We got plenty of salt in it from the brine. Let's get this end here. All right, and that's what you want to see. Coat it on all sides. Let's get the smoker fired up. All right, so I'll put it on here, just like that. And we'll put our probe right in the middle. All right, so we got our prime rib right. They got the probe right in the middle of the meat. And we have a pretty cold fire going. Just one little split in there on a bunch of coals. And the goal here is to run at about 200 degrees, almost like a cold smoke, for the first hour or two. I'm definitely going to be fighting the wind today. I actually couldn't determine which direction the wind was blowing. It's kind of a swirling wind, but it is a pretty day. So we have a nice blue smoke going, and trying to get this at 200. Just show you, just got an itty bitty split in there, and it's keeping a nice flame going. I've never run this pit this cold before, but it's working, so we'll just keep going for about the next hour or so. All right, so our temps have knocked down just a little bit, so I'm going to add a split. Maybe two. That's what I'm working with. I actually do want to get it up to probably 250 at this point. We're about an hour in, so get this going good, get around 250, maybe start building that fire a little bit. The reason we're running around 200 degrees to 250 at this first couple hours is because we want to slowly bring the meat up to temp, and that will hopefully make an even color on that prime rib when we go to slice into it. So we want a good mid-rare, medium rare to medium internal when we cut through that meat. We'll see how it goes. All right, now that we've gotten things settled in here, we're gonna go to the kitchen and mix up a little horseradish sauce. All right, I didn't film making the horseradish sauce for the prime rib, but for your measurements, it's gonna be a 1.5 cups of sour cream, a 1/3 cup of horseradish, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and a pinch of salt to taste. Delicious. All right, we're gonna put some hors d'oeuvres on there. Ooh, that is looking good. Check her out. It goes better with prime rib than baked beans. And cream cheese. All right, to promote even cooking, I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees. All right, we're like 3 hours in and the internal temp is 115. I just added a log to kick us up because we hit our low limit of 250. And we will be doing a sear on this at 125. All right, we have hit our temp. So, take off our smoky cream cheese. All right, so we've hit our 125. Now it's time to sear. People are here, so things are gonna go quickly. So my old rack has got a hole in it, so I'm gonna subsidize this guy. Hoping that's about 500 degrees. All right. That happened fast. I hope you guys saw it. But I just threw it in there off of the flame, and I'm gonna give it 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes, counting down.
And we'll see what happens here. 2 minutes. Let's turn it. Got a little sizzle going on. That's looking good. Look at that. See the sizzle? We got some drippings, I should say. So my hope is that up in this chamber, right up in here, it's about 500 degrees. We'll see. Trust the process. Trust the process. All right, it's been 2 minutes. That's looking good. All right, let's get that off. Then we'll cover it and rest. All right, so we let it rest for not very long because it was starting to go over temp. So which way do I cut this thing? I think I want to cut it this way. Yeah. So we'll go right through the middle, see how we did. There you go. Looks about medium to medium rare. Looks perfect. We'll cut this in some slices. Looks like the cap is more medium than rare. We'll give it a taste. Oh, y'all are gonna like this. It's very good. This is Eric with Eric's Barbecue and More. Thanks for watching. That's good. Yeah. Hey, this is Eric the next day. Had a great party, and the outro I did was with a house full of people, so I couldn't explain much about that first bite that I had of the prime rib. Smoking prime rib is by far, I don't know, it's one of the better selections of meat I've cooked. This is definitely going to go on my reoccurring list of meats to smoke. So when I bit into that cap on that prime rib, you could taste the salt from the brine. That 48-hour brine definitely is key. 24 hours would probably work as well, but if you can do 48, I absolutely would. That salt penetrated deep into that meat, and every bite had a nice salty flavor to it that really enhanced the flavor. It was smoked throughout. That medium rare throughout the whole slice was a nice surprise. I thought for sure the tapered end would be more well done, but that was outstanding cut of meat. We had a party. Was going to be doing it for the first time, so I also cooked a couple of brisket flats
that turned out amazing. I didn't take any pictures of them. It was not the star of the show. By far, the star of the show was that prime rib. And we ended up eating almost the entire prime rib with that group. We had 6 people. So 5.5 pound prime rib. It was about 3.5 hours total time to cook and sear. The searing process was unique and worked out tremendously. So I'm really happy with the Old Country Pecos and its ability to do things like searing and smoking and cooking. And anyway, here I am, 50 years old, and I'm just learning about prime rib. I feel like I've been cheated my whole life. If you haven't smoked a prime rib in your life, make a commitment to yourself to do it at least one time. It was easy. It was stressful because it's not a cheap piece of meat, even though we did get this one from a neighbor. One of the neighbors that came over, they got it super on sale, so it was like, hey, let's try it. So also, whenever you have company coming, trying to get the timing of things right. I cooked the briskets last night, so that was no big deal, just to reheat those. But this, I really had to get it completed right when it was time for dinner, so you could slice it and eat it. Definitely something you've got to do is make sure you're eating it right afterward. So, like I say, get yourself a piece of prime rib and follow what I did. It was my first time. There's definitely YouTubers out there that have more knowledge. Chuds Barbecue, it's just called Chuds, or Chuds Barbecue. Anyway, I'll put a link to Chuds video that I used to help guide me on this cook. And you can check him out. The horseradish sauce was amazing. Super easy to make, and that sauce was really a good addition to just have a little bit of different flavor. You take a bite without the sauce and then put a little sauce on it for the next bite. This is Eric with Eric's Barbecue and More. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.